So this is the Kabbalistic tree of life. And what you're seeing here is the fundamental structure of the universe, as well as an individual's development, or in Jungian terms, their individuation process. So there's 10 circles called sephirot, and the sephirot are attributions of God. And then there's 22 paths connecting the 10 circles. So the 22 paths correspond to the 10 letters of the Hebrew alphabet, as well as the 10 cards of the major arcana in the tarot deck. So like cards 0 through 21, that's the major arcana. And those 22 cards correspond to the 22 paths. Now, the 10 circles correspond to the numbers 1 through 10 of the minor arcana. So like all of the suited cards. Now, in terms of the universe structure, we start at the top down. So those three really big circles up at the top, we'll just talk about them collectively as the Ein Sof. And so picture everything as like sort of dripping or being squeezed like out of a toothpaste tube from out of the Ein Sof. And by everything, I mean the fundamental creative will of the universe. And that fundamental creative will of the universe is an expression of love. But it's like literally an expression of love. But it's not yet formed in any sort of structure. And that happens at Keter. And so Keter takes the unstructured stuff and he forms it with logos. And so logos is an ancient Greek word for like reason or ratio. In the New Testament, the Gospel of John, when they say in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God, the word is logos. Like that's the translation of like the translated word there is logos. Now, from Keter, once it has some structure with logos, it moves on to Chokmah and Bina. And so now Chokmah and Bina, like super short version, this is where the idea gets like fleshed out into understanding. And now, have you ever like had an experience where you're like, yeah, okay, sure, I get it. Like I get the idea, but then you have an experience and you're like, oh, now I get it. That's like unpacking something in the movement from Chokmah as an idea to Bina, which is the understanding. So these three up at the top, the Keter, Chokmah, and Bina, they're the supernals, and they're considered behind the veil. In the future, I'll talk more about below the veil and the universe's individuation in terms of like movement from the numbers 1 through 10. And I'll talk more about our individuation in movement along the 22 paths.